I wasn't recording. I'm sorry you won't get to see this live, but I'll share it in the video afterwards. And as I said, my name is Joanna Daniel, and I'm a homeschooling mom, a wife, a counselor, author, speaker, and all that good stuff. Okay, so welcome, and I'm glad that you're here. So I want to talk about some things. For the next 30 days, we're going to be here, and I'm going to be teaching you some things around how you can manage stress and how you can manage loneliness and isolation during this time when maybe you're self-isolating, or maybe you're in quarantine, or you have to lock down. Whatever the situation is, I know being in whatever we're going through, when we're hey, thank you for joining, when we are there can be a psychological problem managed psychologically in times like this. So for the first time, we're going to do arts and crafts. We're going to do different things, a range of things. And I'm not going to be the only one speaking to you. We're going to have other people that come on as well, just to give you some ideas. We're going to motivate and inspire you through this time so you can be able to cope. So the first thing I want to show you is this box. I wish I had a more colorful paper to wrap it with, but this is what I use because I used it for something else when I was doing a session with a client. So this box, you know, we talk about self-care all the time. It can be a box, or it can be a really pretty basket. You can use a really pretty basket if you don't have a box that you can wrap with really nice paper. So this was just a box that I got delivered, something got delivered for us in, and I saved the box because everything is usable. Everything is usable. I don't consider myself a really arts and craftsy kind of person. I do flower arranging sometimes. I haven't done for a while, but I love flower arranging. I love taking flowers and making beautiful things. And I do crafts when I do my retreats, but I don't consider myself artsy craftsy person. But I know how to take things and to draw meaning out of things. So that's what I'm going to be doing over this last 30 days. Okay. So, you know, we talk about self-care all the time. And when we're dealing with stress, or when we're in confined spaces, you really need to know how to step outside of it, how to look after yourself, and some of the things that you can do to look after yourself during this time to manage stress and to relieve it. So there are also the usual things, of course, you know, like YouTube videos. Though they have lovely 4-minute videos. If you can't get outside, I find that when you jump around with a 4-minute video, even if you're doing it with the children, if you have children, that it really does help to release happy hormones. And before you know it, you're smiling and you're feeling cheerful and your spirits are lifted and you're feeling wonderful again. And also stretching, you know, stretching is really effective, releasing the locked in muscles, because when we're stressed, our muscles are locked in, and we don't function as well as we should. And because the body sympathizes with the mind and the mind with the body, you want to look after both during this time of stress so you're able to manage. So learn also how to listen to your body and to see where the stress is, where are the muscles locked, and what are the things that you need to do. What are the things that you need to do in order to release that so that you can feel okay again? So in my self-care box, you know, as I said, self-care, I think when we do this, then it makes it, we're more mindful, then we're more thoughtful, and we want to do it because this is something that we're doing for ourselves. So in our box, as I said, it's just a box that something got delivered in and I wrapped. You can wrap it with your favorite colors, nice bright colors, if that's your favorite colors. So what are some of the things that you can put in your box? You can put some affirmations. You can put affirmation in the back, in your box. So I made these, as I said, I used them with a client once. So we were doing some work and I needed to use this to demonstrate it. So you can put affirmations in your box. So if you're feeling a certain kind of way, you know, you can go and take out one of your card and you can read what it says, and, you know, just to remind yourself about who you are and what's going on for you and the things that are important to you. Because sometimes you're in self-isolation 1 week, 2 weeks, you're not able to go to work, to connect with the people that you're used to. It might start to become a little bit much. Okay. Another thing you can have in your box is, and I have these just wrapped in here because I didn't have individual packets, but your favorite tea. What do you like to drink? What makes you relax and you curl up in the couch with a nice blanket? What's that? I like to have molasses with lemon juice. And I know when I tell my friends that, they go, oh, they don't like molasses with lemon juice, or they don't like molasses at all, but it's really good for iron. And it really helps me when I can feel like I'm becoming fatigued and lethargic and my iron's low. My go-to is blackstrap molasses with lemon juice, because the vitamin C helps the iron to absorb, and over time my energy starts to come back. And of course, your vitamins, your supplements that will help to make your body function and help to, you know, build your immunity and help you feel good. And this is one of my favorites. I really do like eucalyptus oil. I find it calming. I also like the plant. When I do, sometimes when I used to do flower arranging, as I said earlier, I used to love using it as foliage to kind of hide some, you know, some of the stuff, and to make the basket look really nice and really good, because I absolutely love the smell of eucalyptus. It really works for many, many different things, but you can use it, say, at night, put it in get a bowl of water, spray a few drops of eucalyptus oil in, and just inhale the nice aroma as you go to sleep and help it to calm you. Another one of my favorite things is lavender oil. I love lavender oil. It's so calming. I know people put it on their pillows as they're going to sleep. You can have it in the shower, put it in the bath with you, and, you know, inhale it, and also helps to relax and to soothe you. Okay, so those are some of the things that you can have in your self-care box, or as you're thinking about. You have to be aware, be conscious, be intentional about, how am I going to manage this period? What are some of the things that I can do to make sure that I get through this period, and that I get through it with my sanity intact, and, you know, just coming out of it also restored and whole, and not having any problems. So the box doesn't need to be big. It can be something like this with your favorite things in it. I just list some of my favorite things. Think about some of the favorite things that you have. You might have a bath bomb in it if you're somebody who likes to stay ages in the bath. You might have a box with your favorite book in it, where you put the bath bomb in, and your favorite book, and your candles. That's something I didn't put in here. Candles. I absolutely love candles, and I make candles sometimes, and I make candles with lots of lavender and eucalyptus. So when the candles are burning, it's absolutely beautiful. So those are some of the things that you can put in it. So you can be in the bath with your nice bath bomb and your candles and your favorite book, and you relax. One last thing. I know when we have children, this is not, you know, finding the space to be able to do this is not the easiest thing to do. Well, as a homeschooling mom, I've had to think about, how am I going to get space and time for myself? So I have a time for the children to go to bed. And my oldest, they're twins and they're 13 now, and they like to say to me, but Mom, should we stay up longer now because we're this old? You know, they think they're really old. But my cutoff time is my cutoff time, and they have to go to bed, because I really need that time to kind of get myself back, and to be able to relax, and to get back into myself, get my head back, and to be able to relax. Right. So that's the cutoff time. And I know this wise woman who told me that when she was raising her children, what she did was every Tuesday evening, she would have a basin, and she'd sit in the living room with warm water, and she'd put her foot in it, and she'd rest back and cover herself, and nobody was supposed to call her for an hour. So all the children knew that this was mom's time to relax. So make some space. If you're a mom and you're in self-isolation, and you're wondering, what are some of the things that I can do to just kind of manage me so that the stress doesn't get to me? Because you have to be okay for the children, and it's when you're okay that they're okay. So you really have to be intentional and look after yourself. Okay. Thank you for joining. As I said, my name is Joanna Daniel. Thank you so much for joining. We were talking about, for those who just joined, we were talking about some of the things that you can do to manage and relieve stress. We talked about the things that you can put in your self-care box, that you can wrap it in a really nice, colorful thing. And we're going to be here every day around about this time, doing some different types of things that we can do to manage stress, and lots of arts and crafts and stuff like that. So tomorrow I'm going to be talking about how to manage loneliness in this time. So I hope you'll join me around about 11:30. I'm going to be here. So have a good rest of the day, and do something nice for yourself to relax and to feel good. Take care. Bye.